So England, second in Group A with 4 wins, 1 loss, and a +5 point differential. Meanwhile, Hong Kong, Group C, second place, 4 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss, and a massive 33-point differential. So because these two were in different divisions, they didn't square up against one another. And then taking a look at the playoffs, Mitch, how were you able to see the playoff bracket? How were you able to see the playoff bracket, Mitch? Let's see if I go like this. Do you know what the page is for bracket? Well, we'll get to that and be able to confirm what was happening up until now, because we are in playoffs and it is an elimination bracket. These two teams would have won their previous matches. And because the score system that's wonderfully automated isn't intuitive, it'll take us a minute here to find what previously happened. But we'll get that to you. As we said, Hong Kong, China on the near end, and England on the far end. Okay, while we're working that out, I'll also tell us a little bit about the broader story here. Okay, okay. Mitch, I'll let you at it here. Okay, we tried enough. Okay, anyway, so returning our focus, England, previously Great Britain, split into multiple nations. Well, not because of this. They get a percentage of their performance in the 2022 Worlds, which was a 7th overall. Hong Kong, however, Hong Kong, China, 6th overall right now because they had 8th in World. So 13th overall because they were 7th at Worlds as England. Meanwhile, Hong Kong, China, 6th overall, 8th at Worlds, 4th in the region. And the European Dodgeball Federation did not have a foam championship, so it is an NA for them. Mitch, maybe you could screenshot me their performance earlier today in the brackets. Or they're doing me one better and send me the direct link. Thank you. Okay, playoffs for foam mixed. Thankfully, we have enough time. Hong Kong beat Ivory Coast, Hong Kong, China, 10-3, and England beat New Zealand 7-4. There we go. So you're watching both teams squared up and ready to go. Opening rush, slight advantage, Hong Kong. Bobbling the ball, though. Burden to throw, determined to be Hong Kong, China. Say Chum Tam, Say with the throw. Not connecting on his opposing winger. Solo throw coming from him. Well, Mitch, those have got to be the world's smallest jersey numbers in the front. They are technically there, and thankful that the winger for England turns around. That's James Fowler. And his compadre gets clocked in the face and ends up creating a sweat stain. Big hit on the Burley Borley. And MVP Mop coming out now. And it's off court, but you see there's a lot of action right now by the ball retrievers for Hong Kong trying to adjust the netting so that we don't have what is colloquially called wall ball. Coaches trying to draw attention at the water on court. 19:05 left in the first half. All lined up and ready to go because of the pop to the face. It's a player advantage right now for Hong Kong, China. Tam on the left wing, ball in hand, ready to go. Ho in the middle. Say, who had the shot earlier, is ready again. Expect left side. And it's Chum. They had 4 balls. Sends it. No damage. Huddle, play call, 4 heading into the attack zone. Good shot, England. Now 5-5. Burden to throw, Hong Kong, China. Pump fake, solo throw, no connections. Quick transition work here by England. No connection as that throw from Ryan, no, not Ryan Goldie. Good dodge in England, counterattack, high and outside throw. Shot clock reset, over to England now. 5 players, 4 with ball. Solo throw. You may be watching other matches today. People were a lot more keen to throw too. Ever more strategic. Both teams, Hong Kong and China, and protection here. Ho very slow to retreat. Say also providing protection. Great shot, brilliant movement, and there's a ball on court. Right wing, Holmes. He did a great job getting out of the way of that one for England. It's center, and no connection. Last to throw, Hong Kong, China. Oh, movement on that play. Dropping on that shot. Fowler snared by that one. Good throw in between targets. A ball apiece for the mixed foam England team. Great ups and staying alive without dropping down onto that back line. Oh, now with ball in hand. Preemptive throw, but it was a bowling ball roll. Not threatening at all, but now 4 out of 5 players for Hong Kong, China have a ball. And they put 2 on target. Solving Holmes. Player advantage. Hong Kong, China ball advantage with the burden. England. Big throw out of the middle. Emily Busby. She still has a ball in hand, but look out for the burden to throw. Hong Kong, China. England stepping up into the attack zone. Crossing, no connect. Oh, releasing, sharing with teammate out on the wing. Oop, that ball retriever sent it right on the shoe for England, but thankfully no damage from that. Oh, going low and away. Burden, England. Watch the right wing, 2 in hand. It's left. Whoa, it's falling back. Up, say, Tam, Ho, ready, set, and 1 throw, 2. They try and double up there, getting a Busby, but she is dropping to the ground, staying alive. Good shot. And a counter turns into an elimination. Right on target. Ably blocked though. Solo throw to be expected. Player advantage, Hong Kong, China. Defensive play call coming out of England. Expect the rush, counter, push, and a counter throw. On ball. Whoa, unable to block that one. Now 1v5. Oh, are you kidding me? Great catch, point on the board. Ready, set, quick opening rush, England. Tossing back. I had lots of action. Holmes eliminated. Issy Smith eliminated. No, I thought she was shot.
No, I need to simmer down.
4 players remaining for England against the 5 for Hong Kong, China. Burden to throw with the extra ball is on England. Back and forth, ball hit the ground on the way. Tam, good throw, but just a little bit low. Ball retriever hustling to get it. Rolling it in, 12 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in this first half playoff match between Hong Kong, China, and England. Good, ups, stays alive, pumps it. Is that Jordan Taylor, who I see an 8? Well, if I don't get your names right, folks, for England, this is talk to the jersey designer. Whoa, good throw, left winger taking out his opposing target with a powerful strike. Player advantage, England. They're down a point. Can they tie it up? Send one hard shot, hitting the ball retriever. Meanwhile, England, player advantage, their burden to throw. Big shot again, getting low and rolling, and another hit. Fowler, left winger, rolling, keeping himself alive, and good teamwork. We need to bring out the mop again. And we're back on 4v2. England's advantage. Fowler sends that one high. Ball advantage, Hong Kong, China. You're listening to Ben Johnson alongside
Matt Wood. Nice to see you, Ben.
Well, hello again. What a wonderful world we live in.
Yeah,
We
different
just
continent, same
stumble
game.
into our neighbors. Small dodgeball community. You're watching England on the far end, Hong Kong, China on the near end. This is the second match of this playoff set. It is advantage so far Hong Kong, China for points. So you can see here the player advantage may result in a tied up. Oh, big shot. What player advantage is saying? It's 3-2 now. Burden to throw is on England. Ooh, that almost was a deflection into an out.
Extremely close to me.
Yeah.
He has a little smile on his face there, being like, almost had you.
Chum, Tam, ready, send one. Turfing it low. Fowler crosses. He tries for the catch. Good jumping jacks on the right wing for England.
Yeah, number 9 on England. Got a little greedy there, Fowler. doing a cross, and 15 was able, on Hong Kong, was able to just punish.
Well, this is a test of your eyesight here. Can you see the numbers on their chest?
On English chest?
Yeah.
England's chest? Yes, I can.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's an athlete's eyes right here. Okay, what do we have on a 5.
Never mind. No, I was looking at something else. I thought they were all 7.
So 7s.
Oh, excellent cross shot.
Taking out Lana O'Neill. 1v2. Remember when it was doubled up on players? Hong Kong, China, 2-ball block. Confirmed out on Emily Busby.
Good honesty. Just nicked her knee there.
Wow. As you arrived, it was a 2-player advantage for England, wiped out entirely.
That's tough. That's tough, especially in a playoff game like this where it looks like England has really played more of their game by slowing it down compared to Hong Kong, who typically plays a more faster paced game.
Chum staying on court and doing the opening rush. Good rip by Mock, and Chum getting nice and low. Tam saying, hey, reset. Burden to throw is on England.
Good laterals on by the corner there on England.
England, 4 players heading to the line. Ready, set.
Ooh, and it's
fired. I think hitting the foot of the ball retriever there. Interesting, as you can see, I have a great angle here. You'll see the mop a lot, by the way. There's a little.
Yes, I've seen it on stream the last couple days.
And we're so close to the wall. It's an interesting moment of trying to prevent the wall bounce.
Right. Well, you have a good eyesight here of foot violations, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
We should be the refs here.
And yet we can't weigh in on the rules. Chum in the middle, ready, set, fires right on target, but ably blocked.
Yeah, ball back for Hong Kong, so now burden on England.
And I believe
still no one out.
Worley.
6v6. Oh, and a knee shot there. Line ref calling her out.
Mock eliminated. England back to having a player advantage, but we know how that went last time. Lots of balls, though. 5 players making their way into the attack zone.
Oh,
a lot of aggression not allowed.
A lot of aggression. She gets hit there, and luckily the ball across from her with the wing across from England hit her, so there was no damage there on England's side.
Interesting.
Because she went for the full-on suicide hit to get the left corner out.
Well, and what's maybe a little strange about that is, well, that was clearly intentional.
Yes.
So what would be the merits of that strategy? Because it wasn't during a player advantage.
Correct. So she was probably looking at one of England's stronger players, and she would have the opportunity to catch a flip and be a trade.
Yeah. That's a very strategic use of a player that, the team basically saying, hey, you're not one of our aces, so take out one of theirs.
Correct. Oh, and over the line by a mile, maybe. Maybe I'm getting used to the lines here.
Chaos. Yeah. Oh, it's not that orangey red.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the yellow one. Okay.
It was pretty hilarious in the blue box. There was a white line that's just outside of that yellow line, and it just seemed more intuitive because it is just connected with the overall court.
Right. And
so we had players who were walking blatantly over the line, just not knowing, and then just getting shocked when they were pointed out like what the actual line was.
That's fair. There's a lot of lines going on here.
6 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the first half. Burden to throw England.
Oh,
wow.
Shot.
Hit the inner elbow.
So we have the same scenario as last point, right? 5 England, 2 for Hong Kong.
And what do you know? It's still Tam and Chum. They have probably yet to get out.
Just putting in work right now. Don't see a bead of sweat on their faces yet, though, either.
Holmes, we're close enough to see it. On the right wing, watch for him. Teammate in the center sends it. Tam getting a second ball. That ball retriever just staying outside. Ooh, a whizzing ball from Tam. Huddle time, England. Like you said, slower pace. Methodical, maybe. Shot clock reset. 2 balls apiece for mixed men on the foam team for Hong Kong, China. Whoa!
Excellent pump fake by
Smith.
Tim there to set up Chun.
Clobbered. One, two, throw, Fowler.
Good eyes there on Fowler to move left and then get low.
Yeah, good hip movement, dropping down, wiggling. Sends that one, misses his target.
You got to hit your targets here, though. They're just coming off a little low, Hong Kong's doing an extra job with laterals, but you have to almost anticipate that now every time they're doing a lateral if you're England.
Busby retreats, talks to the team. Player advantage, England. Alongside Holmes. Fowler rips it. Oh, and right on target. Chum, Tam, ready. They've got, unbelievable movement on that Tam throw. It basically curved perfectly around his back, but didn't quite drop on it.
Nope.
So that's
a great type of back shot, though.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, and especially if you've got, even if he lifted 2 balls up, the way it's just dropped at the end, it's like, in baseball, they'd say it kind of fell off the table. Flipping Tam and Chum, good move when the angles are what you're going for. And they clearly find Fowler the most important target. We saw it earlier with the attempted trade, even while down a player.
But if you're one of the ladies, they're not respecting you right now, right? So maybe if they see them coming up, or if they're throwing a double ball, give it a shot, right?
Yeah,
if they're not going to respect you, not going to look at you. There you go, good shot.
Just going low. Busby, frequent shooter out in the middle.
I haven't seen England's lady on the corner there throw.
Yeah, O'Neill.
There you go, gives it a toss.
So, and this is actually, you've been watching some on the stream. Something I've noticed about a lot of the European Dodgeball Federation teams has the turnaround and advantage. Chum and Tam have brought it again from a major player advantage down to 2-2 here. But one of the things I've noticed quite often around the European Dodgeball Federation teams is they might throw 1 or 2 and then very quickly retreat, and instead of having one player hold the line, be slow to retreat, try and keep pressure on.
Yeah. I think O'Neill's trying to do that, but you need support from both sides. You need to be a tandem.
Coordinated as a team, absolutely. Right. And here's that opportunity they'd have to take a shot. Hong Kong, China's fans. Whoa! A heat seeker at the knees. Now 2v1. Fowler, their target all along. Alone against 2. Ready for some snipes.
Good job by Hong Kong. Good pressure. Just
swing
missed.
it between them.
But good ideas there. No balls.
Sun's out, guns out. Ball retrievers get it in inside. Wow. For a tall guy.
Yeah, he gets slow.
He's able to move his body.
And good intuition to let go of that ball as well, lining up for the catch.
Turfs it low of Chum. Resets the shot clock. They're ready for a full commit throw, and yes, tension's flaring.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, and to be fair, they thought they squared up on him earlier.
Correct.
So if I was like, you still throw that, and you're in motion anyways.
Yeah, you want to make it count, right? You don't know until the ref blows their whistle, and even when they do, you're probably already in the motion of throwing. Very hard to turf it when you're right there ready to throw.
Yeah. So as long as, and I think timeout called, as long as that kind of maybe upset gets kind of rendered inert by teammates very quickly, right? If you're like, oh my God, and then the other teams, your teammates are going, whoa, we're all good.
Yep.
Then you can just de-escalate yourself very quickly.
Totally. And that's probably why I would assume England called the timeout there, just to get their emotions down.
Well, and it's got to be so frustrating that how do we take out these 2 aces here?
Yep.
And as you said, sending in a trade envoy, as I like to call it there, where even if down on numbers, being like, hey, we want to respect the work of, I don't know if you choose, it's hard to tell at this point, Tam or Chum, because neither have been eliminated
Correct.
so far this entire set. But
think
if
you
you can
get
take at least one of them out.
Correct. Yes, you get one out, and you work from there, right? But you don't want to, if you're England, you don't want to focus on them either when you're just beginning the point. Because if you focus on them, they're obviously not getting out easily, right? So you got to look for your moment, maybe on a counter or something like that, when they're open to attack, right? You just don't want to force it. I know with a lot of good players in tournaments in Canada, we'll focus on a very good player, their best player, for 3 to 4 minutes, and then they're good players, but not high-profile players. Will pick us off one by one after that.
Yeah, and that's where, say, like Dodgeball, as we're watching, is a little bit different than maybe a basketball, where a top elite player in basketball can practically win a championship.
Oh yeah.
Here, 1 out of 6, you can't solo win it all.
It's hard to dodge 3 balls.
Yeah, exactly. Woo!
Just
Good, but not
there.
good enough lifts, taking out Holmes. Number 18, Lau, hanging back center. Getting nice and small.
Oh, nice toe shot.
That's what you need for England. They're down to 4. They're going up against 5. Chum on court still. They're lucky because the dynamic duo already split itself up.
Yeah, that's okay. I think they deserve a break. At least one of them. Nice block.
Good slicing block.
Just trying to force that throw a little bit and end up duffing it.
I believe that's Taylor on the right wing, taking his first set. Four players to 5, ball, Burton, England.
England here, you have 3 balls on the defense, able to set something up maybe.
7 seconds left on the match clock. Calamity ensuing. That late shot, too late.
One of the players on England asking if she's in or out. And from our angle, she looks good, but the ref says she's good as well.
Okay, so I was talking about Fowler. It was Borley. I thought Fowler had. Okay, I thought I checked his score. Thank you, everyone in the chat. It's very helpful right now. And if you know the jersey designer or kit designer, if we want to use some European language, boy, would we be getting a favor here. With, and great catch!
Excellent catch. That's what you need, a big turnaround there.
Hey, gotta thank the jersey there. Give it a little pat.
So now you're England, you're up on players and no blocking.
And that can be the thing you need right now, is like, because there was elite blocking happening from Hong Kong, China. Whoop!
Just
clip
getting a little
happens
greedy.
on Fowler. At least jersey listed Fowler.
That's all we can go by, Ben.
Yeah. Well, the wonderful chat is clarifying.
Might have ran out of kits.
Now yeah, that's entirely possible. Right now, Izzy Smith takes the corner.
Oh, no. Oh, going down for the block, and everyone yells, no blocking.
While we're at it, shout out to Greg Whitehouse. I'm going to say hi to one of my favorite Britons.
Who's that?
Greg Whitehouse?
Greg Whitehouse? Oh, that's his name. Now we have a discussion by the refs. No idea what they're talking about. So I'm glad they're getting everyone involved.
Do know
Perhaps
right so far.
if there was a block on one of the sides, is what they're discussing.
See, they're moving quick enough. I was supposed to say one thing I would love is like it's just a maximum time that the referees can gather to discuss.
Yeah, if you're a referee, it's easy to go in circles. about your discussion.
Oh yeah, and it's especially if you've got petitions from the side of like,
Correct.
oh, you guys decided that. No, I don't want that decision. You're like, okay, hold on. And then when you see that, oh, it's tough to watch as a spectator. Shots fired back and
Good
forth.
laterals.
No damage.
No protection there.
Whoop. Okay, dead to rights. Good play, Ho.
Great play by Ho, being able to throw and get out of the way quickly.
I just noticing that Taylor was kind of stuck there in the attack zone. You could see her fully commit to the takedown. Good ups. O'Neal.
If you're England, I would say this
so badly.
Yeah, this is a must-win, and this is a big morale booster too going into the second half. They can get the W.
Shot clock counting down. Oh, they split
way
it
to
in
get
between
low.
Chum, who sends it on Issy Smith, but thankfully she doesn't backpedal too quickly in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Going slow was a good move there.
Oh! There's a hitter on the secondary one.
I think she was able to move her feet just
Wow.
out of the way.
She almost kind of just dropped on it.
Now you have 4 balls on England's side. Will they choose to throw 1 or 2?
Up.
Big hit!
Catchable, what?
Oh!
Oh!
She had it there.
Oh, that's tough to watch.
And she's, and 95 on Hong Kong stepped out on the sideline.
Well, as a mercy for Busby, who did
Great
Oh,
shot.
wow.
Excellent shot.
that was a seeing eye shot to that shoe. O'Neal solo up against 3 from Hong Kong, China. She does a great job sliding, magically not crossing that back line. Shot between the wickets, but it hit in her thighs.
All right.
Wow.
4-0.
Continuous comebacks here.
Absolutely. Every point since I've been here.
Well, and yeah. So England, if you're upset about this, Matt Wood has one of the most English names you could ask for. So hard to go against him here. This is Benjamin Walter James Johnson. My father was born in Manchester. Matt Wood, we are cursing
Matthew
this stream
Wilfred
here.
Wood.
But wow, and a few times I talk about, as we've got this 5-minute half, is there's the opening rush, and that's kind of the first third of the game. If you can make it 6-5 to start a game, that's a huge advantage. Sometimes you see a double toss back eliminating a couple. There's the middle half of the game, and then there's the closeout abilities.
And the closeout has been England's kryptonite.
Exactly. That's what we're getting. It's just
Yeah.
they've gotten huge player advantages, 5-2. That's high probabilities of a win.
Yes.
But there are certain plays, and I've seen a lot of them from Hong Kong, China in this tournament, is what do you do with your player advantage? It's often a different style, and that kind of, I think they call it this middle arrow is a kind of a phrasing I've heard before. If you want to bring it back to melee, feel free to. But basically, you send in your trade, and they just go for it. Even if there's, like, say, a second player who could target you, it's just you see 2 just fire at one player, just running all the way into the attack zone, making it happen with no regard to the counter that could happen. Because so what if it happens? You're 4-1.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great. If you were down there, I would think they'd hopefully be saying the same thing. If you're England, right?
Yeah,
Because that's what I guess. In the other respect, that's what I guess maybe I'm misinterpreting. If you're England 5 against 2, I would just be bolting up there every time to catch them off guard.
Who cares if the ball just slams you while you're throwing?
Correct.
As long as it's an accurate throw to eliminate a player. And this is where it can be tricky when you have good individual play, but it's not effective team play. Right? Because if it's like, hey, Matt, like, we want you to not dodge out of the way and just make a great shot, and you're like, oh, like, don't you want me to kind of just do my best? He's like, no, we just want you to take them out. Right? Like,
Yeah.
Because we want the 4-1. Right?
Correct.
Like,
Four
if you
one.
survive, great, but that's not the point. We want you to fully commit to the throw, right?
Yeah, and I think if I was England, I would want to be doing exactly that. But also, another point to add to that, if you bolt up and you get hit, there's a way better likelihood of a tip being caught if you get hit from the back, from your 3 at the back who don't have a ball, compared to staying at the back and a very less likely chance of getting a tip.
Yeah, and it's those moments where, the rainbow that goes back and saves you, and the other team is like, oh, we caught them up at the line, and yet makes it to the teammates who, like you said, were on the back half of the court.
Yep.
So even so, it adds to that probability. And so what there needs to be here, if this ends up being a victory for Hong Kong, kind of the major lesson learned is like, what are the specific tactics we want to then engage to change our behavior for closing out the game?
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe Taylor behaves in a different way in the second half when he's got that two-faced haircut. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You see him turn the other way. If he was ambidextrous, it would be even better.
That'd be awesome. One way his hair shines in the light, the other way absorbs the light.
Okay, so
this is England's first appearance in foam, correct?
England's, so if we're being very technical, yes, because Great Britain represented for foam in prior years.
So the mix of the 4 countries.
Meanwhile, Ben Cool, yes, and so Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and England. Mm-hmm. Oh, do not. What? Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I was
Italy.
Like, what are you doing?
They are using the same color balls, so.
True. Yeah, that stunned me for a minute there.
Hong Kong choosing not to throw there, didn't see good shots. So good patience. They have a quick counter off the defense, but they choose their spots. Going for 2 there, but great moves by Cool.
Okay, and also Taylor, who basically just like kind of when you do that kind of glitching move, it's such a good way to prepare yourself for an offensive throw at you while you're in that kind of vulnerable position.
Absolutely.
Versus just instantly retreating.
Yep.
Obviously, the worst case scenario is when you see a player who just turns their back and runs.
That is worst
You're not
case
really
scenario.
getting out of the way. Oh, it looks like a line out here, O'Neal.
That's tough. Oh, ball retrievers gets absolutely snagged there. Wasn't able to pull in the catch. Right in the gut. Hong Kong's turn to throw.
Big
Keeps
shot.
going after Fowler. Nice hit
Fowler
on the
eliminated. Don't call
follow-up.
me Borley. 4 players remaining for England, going up against a full squad for Hong Kong, China.
I haven't seen many catches, especially on England's side. History of cloth. I would expect a couple of nice snags here and there.
Yeah, and it's like one thing discussing with people during the tournament, just that cloth versus foam difference is just a very different holding. Speaking of catches.
And another catch by Cool, though. Back-to-back catches and gets excited and goes for the throw right after, bringing him back O'Neal. And now we have 4 apiece on each side.
Great play. Ben Cool, Nicole Ho. 4v4, 4 balls, Hong Kong, China, 1 cent. Lai. We do have some roster changes, speaking of. But Lai, not a full-time player in the first half. Nicole Ho readies, turns. And Timothy Ho on the left wing. 4 players, a ball apiece. Rushing, pushing up.
Yeah, good on Hong Kong's, keeping the ball control in their favor, especially when you're up 4-0.
Well, amazingly, this would be a lot of discipline from Hong Kong, China to not rush. Because a 4-point advantage, there's tons of time, but just to start slowing it down already.
Yeah, you're not going for point differential here, so yeah, great discipline. If you get sticking at 4-0 and let this game go for the next 16 minutes.
Also, just basically it could be prove to us you can finish off the match, right?
True, they haven't shown it yet.
You pick them off one by one, but can you get down to a 1v even, right? That's, and not to kind of challenge England here, but if you are up by 4, you could just completely hit the brakes. Smith, good throw, hustles back. She's protected. Cool on the right side, Busby on the right. They make a defensive play call.
Oh, and good shot there by Ruby. They caught some of Hong Kong China off guard.
1-2.
Nice
Active ball blocking.
And is able to get another throw off.
Kind of looked like she was holding it from the top. Hey, like I don't know if
off
you noticed.
but sorry, sorry. Number
Busby,
20, Busby.
First I was like, that's a nickname, and then I was like, oh, I can see why you.
I just got here.
Because I saw that I saw it full, like she kind of pulls her shoulders back, and then it crumpled it in the way that I exactly saw it how you saw it. Ball gets turf low.
Now Hong Kong has lost their advantage. So
Yes.
for England, do you
And
double up?
Good move by Cool. See, at the very least, stagger your throws.
Absolutely.
I've seen a lot of the European teams send two together, almost on target or on target, but protected or defended well by a lot of the sort of kind of foam First Nations like Hong Kong, China.
Double
That
up there.
one works.
Excellent double up coming from different sides of the court.
And the key is that you pointed out there is the angles are just as good as having staggered throws. Cool, not able to stop that one. Ooh, just at the line, ball retriever. That is an eligible stop. So let's see, we got O'Neill holding up the middle. We've often seen her be the right wing. Busby's often been comfortable in being center.
Right off the
hard hit.
And almost a catch. I thought she had it right in the.
Okay. They've managed to bring Hong Kong, China down to the final two. It's Smith, O'Neill. Can they take out these players? Timothy Ho. Oh, we got a couple Ho's. Nicole Ho. Oh,
nice snipe there.
Nicole right on target. And that's, it's funny. It's like without even being a very tall thrower, just being able to have that up-down drop. Right? There's not spin on the ball. It's just that vertical, like be able to hammer it down.
Yeah, it will catch people off guard because that's not a normal
And
baseball.
And if you're used to, disarm, are you kidding me? They still have maintained 2+.
And are running to get ready. I don't blame them. Need some points on the board. Score update on one side, Canada winning 8-0 against Team Italy.
Oh, and earlier I watched Italia. Ooh, they played so well. They've earned their spot in playoffs, but of course they're going up against. That's and one reason we say before is like you use your laterals, but also stagger. Oh, okay. So sacrifice, and I was just going to say you should stagger your players, so not all be at the same sort of back line, so to speak, not an actual physical back line. The line out.
Yeah.
Because when you do move over, you might be bumping into another player.
Oh yeah, I've done it before.
Over.
Yep.
Yeah, especially like these big men's teams. There's just there's no space to actually hop around.
But the thing with the stagger though, it's tricky because if you stagger and you're the person in front, then you also don't want to block the person beside you. You move left or right. Yes.
Too.
So multi-facets.
And it's really tough to be that player who okay, I'll move 2 feet forward so that you can be safer, right?
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
Generally, I think you'd like your cat. Oh, good
Back
job
and
by
forth.
Cool.
I just want to do a little shout out to Fowler there. Like he was in that motion of rushing, ready to counter. He got another ball on him and was able to pivot and react. Quite often you find a player that gets kind of locked in. Whoa!
Oh, excellent catch.
Speaking of locked in, Yao Mok brings back her teammate, and with smiles in hand, that was brilliantly done.
Oh, nice knee hit there by O'Neill.
O'Neill taking out clock. And what we saw there, too, often referred to the shadow catch.
Yes.
Right? And we might see players hanging back right now. Like we see 17 seems to be strategically placing herself. And what it often is like, okay, let's say I know that number 26 is going to be shot at. Maybe if I'm 48, I'm hanging way back because that ball will be decelerating by the time it reaches me. You can see she is selling out for a catch.
Absolutely.
So I think there is an opportunity for her in that earlier moment just to hang behind Ben Kuhl there.
Yeah, she'd want to be a little closer to someone who has a ball, though, for a nice shadow catch, right? You want to be able to get the tail of it or something like that, or even get a tip.
And I wouldn't expect too much retreating here from Hong Kong. Also a little bit surprised they're willing to put a couple out there. Squaring up with target, communicating for the huddle.
Oh!
Okay.
Was that a catch? No.
So,
ref's calling it no catch. Didn't have control.
No control, I guess. Jones pausing it for a minute.
Oh, that was an excellent catch.
So he's saying, hey, I think that was a catch. There is the idea that he fell back to the ground and that released it. That's what's tricky without this point of contact.
Right. But
is
then if it was a good catch, it looked like it hit the ball there. So is he safe? I guess not, because it was a disarm, because he had to have control of the catch. Yes. So they are sticking with the call. Catch.
And the catch does count. So, folks, you may not be familiar with this as Taylor goes on. There has been a rule adaptation which does not require you to have, well, I guess either way he had points on it.
You have to have control, but you don't need to have points of contact.
But no matter what he did, because his whole body
his body hit
laid
the
out
ground.
on the ground.
So
But
multiple.
they determined, yes, in that moment he had control. Subsequently, to my point is he kind of fell back and it kind of jostled it out of his hands.
I think we had a good view here, and I think that was the right call. I think
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, if you're Hong Kong, China,
Yeah.
if it's
I'll give it
5-3
Yeah.
and 8 minutes left, you could imagine, hey, no, please explain that to me, why you're allowing another player on court, especially one with such a dynamic haircut. Inside the hands.
Excellent curve there.
Yeah.
It kind of almost looked like it went around his block almost into his
actually,
chest.
this is where we had that perfect angle on it. When you're ready to two-ball block and it still sweeps around defense. And there was the setup we were talking about for a shadow catch. Just happened to drop
absolutely.
before the defender. Good rip, O'Neal. See, her throws, I feel like there's going to be 3 people hanging back next time. But they've all got a ball apiece. They send 1-2.
O'Neal's
all
not
clear.
even trying to go for.
In and out.
Almost snags with the catch there, but good try.
Especially tricky, you're so many days into a tournament. You've had a big match. You won it. You moved on. This final 10 minutes, it goes in the pocket. It's just so hard to keep that control.
Yep, absolutely. Awfully sweaty too. Things are just seem like they're sliding around.
Yeah. You should have felt it days prior. So, where have you been?
I was in a much cooler part of the world, Northern Ireland.
Very nice.
Balmy 20-degree highs every day, went down to 5 at night.
I was about to say the evenings would have been especially cool.
It was nice to keep the window open. Yeah. No AC in that area of the world either, but they don't need it, unlike here. So yeah, beautiful country. And plane was delayed, canceled last night, so we got to stay a free night in Frankfurt on behalf of the airlines. So it was in Frankfurt.
German beer?
Pardon?
Did you get some cheap German beer?
I actually went to an Italian restaurant.
Oh,
they had German beer there, but it was a local spot, they said, so it wasn't a big tourist area.
Oh, nice. Good move.
Yeah.
That is the funny part about going to Europe, and you're like, do you stay within the sort of stereotype? So I go get schnitzel since I'm here, but what if they say, oh man, the dim sum down the street's amazing,
Yeah, that's what we go for. When we hear that, then yeah, we're there. When we hear tourist traps and things like that, we might go for a beer just to see what it's all about. But yeah, we're not committing too much time.
Yeah, get more than 5 minutes away from the train station. Opening rush. Bobbled. No. I was about to say.
Yes, punish
Holmes
right there. Good job by Holmes.
Solve
to
the
punish.
case.
And good job by Taylor as well.
Okay, I think they're claiming obstruction.
Well, it's okay if the other person had obstruction, but he was claiming and someone else hit him. And
that's why you retreat out the back. For those
I guess you don't have to, though. Like, if your own player wants to obstruct you, you know, that's on them if they get
So
out.
I would absolutely agree with that.
But yes.
It was kind of everyone obstructed off. Taylor providing pressure, burden to throw, Hong Kong, China. Oh, right on Holmes. Feel like he did his block, and then it kind of felt like he was about to rush.
Yeah, he didn't think the ball was coming at him. And then he got a head smash.
Taylor tags.
Tags the feet there.
Winger on winger. With the player advantage, it's burden to throw, Hong Kong, China. Good rip, Smith, better protection. Pushes up and snipes out. Oh, that was a great throw.
Excellent throw.
Taking out Lai. 4 on 4, 5 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. Smith uses those laterals. There's plenty of space.
Haven't seen a lot of jumping at all, really, this game, too much.
It's true.
A lot of
Especially
laterals.
not the enormously high jumps.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a close shot. About as close as it gets. And even Busby going, don't worry. I saw that
It was an excellent
millisecond
throw.
it touched.
Yeah.
I like using the word decimeter as well. It's so infrequently used.
Usually I just use it when I'm gaming or something. When I know I've had a bad game, I've been decimated that round. 5 minutes left, 6-0 Hong Kong. China seems like they have the game in hand. They have some new players on the court. McCarthy, new for England, I believe. Number 16 on Hong Kong, China. Looks new. Timeouts.
Now I'm curious. Did you see who called the timeout?
No, I did not.
So my guess.
I think England. I think England called the timeout before, and this half you get one per half, correct?
Yeah, you get one per half. And my guess, if it is Hong Kong, we talked about this. Talked about earlier match where it's like, okay, now you're in prep for the next one. Mm-hmm. And so one is we don't want to have any bad habits.
Yes.
When you see players relaxing, going, oh, whatever, it's like, no, you're about to go to the next level. Like this.
Semifinals is next.
Yeah.
This is that's where you know you're not going to have
keep
games like this at
ounce of
6-0.
polish.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's like, okay, is there anything specific we want to cover here? This is now a teachable moment for both sides. Opportunity to work.
Well,
with
England's
players
going to have another game tomorrow too for placement.
Yep.
So
yeah. You're not packing your bags, that's for sure.
So if I was Hong Kong, China, you know, I think, you know, they haven't been hitting as much. England's doing an excellent job on the laterals. A lot of curve on Hong Kong, China's ball. So maybe just, you know, being able to anticipate, you know, if you see England is on the far, if one of the quarters is right against the line, you know they're probably going to go right? They're not going to go out of bounds. So just anticipating placement on the court to get more accurate throws off. If I was Hong Kong, China. If I was England, I think, you know, more of a team game off the defense. I think they're very aggressive and they're showing a lot of pump fakes, which is excellent, but only one out of the three people are doing it.
Mm-hmm. And here specifically, here specifically with this player advantage, we want to get it down to one player remaining. Like just.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, and so wherever wasn't the thrower, let's say Borley throws, Smith McCarthy stay up at the line, likely stay pump faking because you're eating up that 10-second shot clock for Hong Kong, China.
Yep.
But never leave.
No.
Like if they move up, I want to be with you, and if our balls collide, so be it. But I want to make it through your defense.
And maybe take a risk, right? If they pump fake or even throw, obviously, but even if they just pump fake, throw it.
Exactly.
If they pump fake, they're leaving themselves open to some degree.
So and you know, because 95 has 2 balls, I would be a little bit avoiding O, and I would be going towards, was that 26, 29?
29, yeah, and
29.
that's what they go for.
Mock. So they did send one, and then they quickly retreated, eliminating our opportunity here.
Yeah, and the corners aren't putting they're not pump faking when they're on defense, right? They're not putting any pressure on. You want to make them think twice about throwing. See here, if you're on the corner now, if you're Smith or Borley, right? Do a couple pump fakes, right? Don't have 2 balls in your hand.
Three minutes, 33 seconds remaining in this second half. 6-0 lead. Confirming no damage. And Mock. Fakes, throw.
Nice throw, there we go.
Captain Busby almost ripped that ball apart.
I wish I saw more of that 20 minutes ago. I think the tables would have turned a little bit.
And we wish we would have seen a 1v situation in favor of England.
Sure, this is the first time we've seen it in the last 37 minutes.
And I'm very curious, so likely show one. She stays up because she's got the ball advantage, sends another. Hey, thankfully for us, she's not taking her full 10 seconds each time.
Yeah, if you're England, you're like, thank you very much. It doesn't matter really, 3 minutes left.
And I like to call this casting. She's positioning that one ball just so. It's a usable part. Hey, and you know what? I've almost always seen it be an enormously tall guy to hold 3. So props to her as she takes out Smith. Yeah, perfectly placed, who's kind of having that swagger smile. Disarmed.
There you go.
Points on the board. No shutout today.
Nope.
2 minutes and change remaining.
Captain Busby coming up clutch there to get it down to 1, and now they were finally able to execute a closeout.
Hashtag no nil. Worley on court, taking up the middle. McCarthy ready for a potential toss back.
Someone new on Hong Kong, number 6, who takes the inside ball.
2-ball block, staying alive. Guy ready for it. Turn to throw, England. Hong Kong, China. Pump fakes, sends one.
Lots of pump fakes, all very coordinated.
Big rip, wide of target, resetting the shot clock.
Woo. Not a bad throw. That's okay. They're all huddled together.
And yeah, hey, whatever. Now you're in the final minutes.
That's
just touches the shins, line, leaving 4 remaining. As I was about to say, congratulations, Hong Kong, China. You'll be advancing. And let's take a look at the playoff format here. Hong Kong, China will be going on to play the winner. Ooh, and the winner is United States beating Argentina 10-0.
Be a doozy.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yep.
Ooh, Hong Kong, China going against USA. Likely, without having memorized it, there's been a lot of games between those two and prior foam world championships. Oh. 1, 2, 7 seconds remaining. Can they finish off the set? And no.
No, they do not. Still a very good game.
Interestingly, so one of the things I've seen is an enforcement of the rest of the set, whereas often we kind of forfeit essentially and say, hey, good luck with the next round.
Yeah, I mean, that's the time where people get injured. It's when it doesn't matter.
If I were going to give a suggestion, if I was Team England, just do a step off.
Totally.
Just in not to say that it's against the kind of the rules or whatnot. It's just more as an honoring gesture to Hong Kong, China, to be like, hey, you beat us, save those arms for
Totally.
a couple hours from now, right?
Imagine if you like sprained your ankle or something.
Oh, in this moment,
when there's nothing on the clock and it's 6-1.
because honestly, the survivability of these players for Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, this could take a while. Ball's hit in the air. Up. And a tip catch there.
Meanwhile, you get bonus highlights for Taylor. Full send, 1, 2, 3.
And tagged
Let's
on the
call
knees.
it.
Gets a W for a 6-2 final game.
Congratulations, Hong Kong, China. As we said, you will be advancing onward to play the United States. Meanwhile, Mitch, do you have easy access to tell me what the next game is? And by telling me, putting on Messenger. In mere moments, we want you to get ready and watch. Wait for it. United States and Scotland, and it would be a cloth men's, women's, cloth men. Okay, we'll see you soon. That's United States, Scotland, cloth men. Thank you, Matt Wood.
We'll see you later.